Yeah, how you doing, everybody? It's the 27th of May 2010, and it's around lunchtime, and I just wanted to deal with one thing if I could, and it's something that really has been intriguing me over the last couple of days, and I find it an extraordinary situation that we're faced probably with one of the greatest catastrophes in modern history, and it's going on in front of us in the Gulf of Mexico on a BP oil rig. And that's why you won't be looking at my face today. You'll be seeing a couple of just snaps of various things. And I put a link to the live monitor. There's actually a monitor down on the seabed from one of these vehicles that they have down there in the BP crew have. And they actually monitor the wellhead as the stuff is coming gushing out of it. And they're obviously in what they consider to be advanced stages of trying to resolve this problem. But I find all of this truly, truly extraordinary. First of all, that it involves this particular company. It involves BP. This is probably the ultimate Bilderberger company. It's owned by two of the leading Bilderbergers in the world. It's owned by Queen Beatrix of Holland, whose father founded the Bilderbergers, Prince Bernhard, in 1954. He was one of two men who founded the Bilderberg group. And the other lady being Elizabeth Quilp, the Queen of England. And it's essentially their company divided between them. They're the major shareholders that I understand in BP, and they have the worst safety record of all other oil companies. I mean major oil companies. And they've had incidents like this. They had the Prudhoe Bay incident, and they've had several incidents over the last 5 years where many men and many human beings have been killed and badly injured on their rigs. Now, we all know it's a highly dangerous occupation, this business of getting oil out of the ground, but this thing to me stinks to high heaven, and I think there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. This has been going on for weeks now, and what they've been trying to do is essentially, they tell us anyway, they've been trying to seal this wellhead, which is somehow or other damaged, structurally damaged because of the explosion and because of the fire and all the rest of it that took place. And as you can see from my heading, I think there's a lot of political connotations involved in this, because I do not believe that a month after this initial incident happened that they still have not come to terms with resolving this problem. They're still no further on today than they were 35 or 36 days ago in resolving this problem. When this matter sometime in late April broke out, on April the 20th or whenever it was. Okay. Excuse me. The bottom line, the way I see it, is that I believe this is Obama's bed pigs. I think this is big political ramifications. The way I see it unfolding, I'm not too sure, but I think that Obama will be completely and utterly discredited as a result of it, and I think it'll have enormous political ramifications for his presidency. And as I say, I think he'll be seen in a very bad light. That's the minimum that will come out of it. I think he'll be seen to be a man of indecision, a man who really is operated. He's a puppet player rather than a puppet master. He is a puppet player. He is played by eminence greases behind the scenes, and he is just he's not a puppeteer. He is the actual puppet, and he just does what he's told. And I think as this thing emerges and as this thing develops, we'll see this more and more and more. In all of the media newspapers today, and the media generally, they're talking about a South Korean patrol boat that was attacked by the communists, the mad North Koreans. This is what's in the headlines. But one of the greatest environmental disasters of this century so far is unfolding on a daily basis and about to destroy the lives of literally hundreds of thousands of Americans. I mean, you can put it up there and see it. See what's happening already. These are beaches in Louisiana. These are beaches in Louisiana. They're destroyed, and it's going to be tourism and the whole impact on Florida and all around that whole area. It's a catastrophe. So anyway, I don't want to go on about it. I just think there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. As I say, I think it could be Mr. Obama's Bay of Pigs. I hope not, but you must remember, this man is despised by the entire right of America. The officer corps of the American Armed Forces, lots of them are hold him up in complete disrepute and claim that he has no legitimacy to be their president, i.e. because he's not able to produce his birth certificate. They claim that he's not a naturalized American citizen. They claim also that he is lots of personal stuff is bandied about him. I'm not interested in that stuff. I don't want to repeat it. But he's in for a lot of personal ridicule, and I think that this thing will either be the making of him or it'll be the breaking of him. That's the way I see it. And this is a man who came in and his popularity was through the roof. I think he had the highest popularity rating of any president, and now it's the lowest popularity rating of any president. And I think it's not an accident that this has happened. It probably was initially an accident that it happened, but it's not an accident that it's been drawn out the way it's drawing out at the moment. Anyway, we see how it develops, and we see where it goes to from here. We live in very interesting times.